I'm Tomas Lamanauskas, Deputy Secretary General of International Telecommunication Union, that is United Nations Agency for Digital Technologies. And indeed, it's very great to be here in Cape Town for the second Global DPI Summit. So what is ITU and why we care about DPIs and what we do globally and here in the region to actually promote this? So ITU, as I mentioned, really works on making sure digital technologies are available to everyone around the world. So our DNA starts from physical infrastructure, so those cables that connect us all, and radio waves that connect us all. Then, of course, data centers as a foundational infrastructure. But all this infrastructure will not be alive if there's no applications and services running in it. And DPI, or digital public infrastructure, exactly is that layer of enabling layer for all the digital services and applications that make that digital infrastructure be alive and providing to all of us. Because when we talk about DPI, or digital public infrastructure, it sounds very abstract. But I think when we think about that, we need to think about how, in the most efficient and effective way, to bring the outcomes in terms of better access to health services and hospitals, how to better outcomes on agriculture. But also very simply, as it was demonstrated this morning by His Honourable Minister for Digital Communications, Digital Technologies, how to even register for the license and get that license in the most easy way, how to obtain your documents and all other things. So what DPI does, it creates those layers, especially it helps create digital ID, helps create digital payment ecosystem, and helps to exchange data and information across the different databases, government agencies and others. And to really create that underlayer that then makes it much easier to bring all those digital services that helps us to interact with the governments, helps us to get better health and education services to life. So ITU indeed looks at the DPI as part of one of the strategic goals of sustainable digital transformation, and indeed helping countries to implement that and to leverage on this. We have a number of key initiatives. One of them is called GovStack. Basically, GovStack is building blocks that allow the countries to build their digital public infrastructure from them. So basically interoperable, well-defined building blocks. We have a number of partners that are leaders in digital transformation in their own countries, including Estonia, including Germany, that are bringing that experience to bear, to making sure that those building blocks are standardized and applicable to different countries. Then we work on a digital ID through what we call Open Wallet Forum, and which is collaboration with the Open Wallet Foundation, which is part of Linux Foundation, which is basically work how to create open infrastructure for digital IDs that could be implemented around the world. Finally, these are the things that we're trying to say how we do and what we do, and then how we do that is really by promoting open technologies, including open source. So in a number of countries, we promote what we call open source ecosystem enablement, and we have supported by, for example, European Union on that. We have a program running in Kenya on this, for example, which is basically helping countries to really look at how to develop technology in an open source way. So I'm really excited over the impact that is taking across the world, actually, but also in Africa, increasingly more DPI deployments with a very concrete solution. So it's not just standards, it's not just building blocks, but it's actually actual deployments. We, for example, see in Tanzania using of DPI in health through the GovStack. So it was a deep dive to really look how to apply DPI in health. We're working, as I mentioned, in Kenya on broader digital technology ecosystem, and it's again great to see the results of this digital transformation that actually result in economic development and jobs creation. Some of the assessments on digital transformation in Kenya show that up to 1.1 billion of extra tax revenues could be gained from this digital transformation, around 300 million jobs as well. So 300,000 jobs as well. So we really see that specific implementations in this regard, And again, all this is not just to, as I say, create a foundation infrastructure, but all this is to really bring that infrastructure to deliver daily services for the people. So it becomes easier for you, and I'll come back to that, to get your driver's license. It makes easier for you to register your business, to register to your doctor and see the doctor, to do your tax filings, so all these things that makes your life much more easier should be enabled by that work that we're doing on DPI.